Hi, my name is Brian. Welcome to another video on derivatives. In this video, we are going to find the equation of a tangent line on that function, sine squared times cosine, at the point pi over 2 comma 0. Finding the equation of a tangent line requires two things. In fact, any line requires two things. We need a point and a slope. Now, luckily, we are given the point already, which is right there. Now, to find the slope, that one's a little trickier. We need to first take the derivative of f, and then once we find the derivative, we're going to plug in the x value of pi over 2, and that will give us the slope. All right, let's take a look at the function here. It is a product of sine squared and cosine, so we're going to have to use the product rule. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Actually, before getting started, and I mentioned this in a couple other videos, that sine squared, you do want to rewrite it so that it is sine of x squared. That way you can do the chain rule correctly because you know which function is the outside and which one's the inside. Okay, let's get started with the derivative. All right, now the derivative is, again, the product rule is going to be f prime g plus f g prime. And then we've already identified f and g. So we're going to have sine of x squared prime times g, which is cosine, plus, and then we're going to leave f alone, which is sine x squared, and then multiply by the derivative of g, cosine. All right. So this is going to be the extended power rule. We're going to bring the 2 down. You're going to leave the sign alone, and then you'll subtract 1 off the exponent, which is 1. So you don't actually have to write that 1. And then you're going to multiply by the derivative of sine, which is cosine. And then the g function, right? We're not changing, so that's cosine. Plus, now we're going to leave f alone, and then differentiate cosine, which is negative sine. Okay, so this is our derivative. To find the slope, we need to plug in pi over 2. We get 2 sine of pi over 2 times cosine of pi over 2 times, and then here, cosine of pi over 2. All right, so that's this first piece right here. And then we got the second set right here. So that's going to be sine of pi over 2 squared times negative sine of pi over 2. Now, before we evaluated it, we could have simplified a little bit. You can see we have cosine times cosine for cosine squared, and this could have been written as negative sine cubed. That's okay, though. Now, sine of pi over 2 is 1, but then cosine of pi over 2, so I'll write that, that's 1, but this is 0, and so is that. So this whole piece right here is gone. Down here, we have sine of pi over 2 is 1, squared is 1, so all of this is 1, and then negative sine of pi over 2 is negative 1. So this whole thing evaluates to negative 1. All right, so let's go ahead and do this point slope formula to find the equation of this line. Now the formula is y minus y1, x minus x1, where x1 and y1 is our point, and m, our slope, is negative 1. All right, so we got y minus y1, which is 0. Slope is negative 1, and we have x minus pi over 2. All right, so we just have to rewrite this in slope-intercept form. Now, this minus 0 is gone. Otherwise, you'd have to, if it was another number, bring it over to the other side. Distribute the minus 1, and so you're going to get negative x plus pi over 2. So that's the equation of our tangent line. Just to verify it, here's the equation of f, and then when you zoom in at pi over 2 comma 0, and you'll see our tangent line right there, and it works out perfectly. So I hope this helps. Good luck. Bye.